The first Bahubali took, what, 500 days roughly to shoot, I'm told. You had a year of pre-production. You had these intense battle scenes, intense VFX, which involved 17 studios, I'm told, just in India. There were studios in China, in South Korea. Most people would just want to get it over and done with. You announced a third film in addition to the second.
See, when we made this, when we thought of making Bahubali, we knew it was a big project, and we knew our approach has to be different. It's not like any other film. So we started writing details of each and every character, every kingdom, every minute detail we started writing about.
Right.
And it formed a huge story. The story in the film is a smaller one. The story behind it and the story what leads to it, the intermittent stories are much more bigger, much more. It has much more drama, much more adventure, action, everything into it.
True.
So when you created the story, it's very difficult to just let it go.
Right.
You know, you want everyone to hear it, watch it, experience it. So that is the reason it is so difficult to let it go.
What are the lessons perhaps that you all have learned from the first film's success and from the first film's release?
We thought that we were quite prepared to tackle the big budget. 1 year of pre-production, we thought everything was ready, but we went into the shoot. The practical realities were different.
Okay.
So we thought we had a very huge preparation, preparing for shoot. The story, everything we had, but preparing for the shoot, we knew we are still under par there.
Okay.
We had to prepare a lot more.
In terms of set designs, or in terms of not just set designs, but every which way.
Every single detail.
For the scale of this project, 1 year is not sufficient time.
Wow.
And that takes up a lot of our time, including his time where there's a set design still going on and you have to shoot, and that's one thing. And also, I guess, for the second part, I think a little more finesse in the way the film is
being made.
Sure.
Sophistication in a little more, much more sophistication in the way it'll look and feel.
Okay.
And all that will obviously have to come.
I speak for all the fans when I ask, you have to tell us where the story is going from here. I mean, what can we expect? I don't expect you to give away plot points. What can we expect in the second film? Some secrets must be spilled.
No, see, obviously the answer for the most asked question will be there, right?
I'm going to ask you that. I have to ask you, Katappa ne Bahubali ko kyun mara? I'm guessing you've heard that question a lot.
No, but what I can say is it's not a single line answer. Obviously.
Okay.
Obviously, if Katappa killed Bahubali, so there's a huge build up to that point.
Right.
It's not that okay, one day he decided to kill Bahubali. So that forms the entire story of it.
Okay.
So all I can say, it's not a one line answer.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Rajamouli, your father, Mr. Vijayendra Prasad, the writer of the Bahubali films, he recently let the cat out of the bag, didn't he? He recently revealed that Prabhas and the character of Katappa will not appear in the third part of the film. The fans are, of course, sweating now, wondering what is going to happen to the Bahubali world.
See, we don't want to drag the story just because the audience liked it, because they're in love with the characters and the film.
Right.
We don't want to drag it. And we don't need to, because there is much more story there.
Okay.
And I think the story, the lovers of Bahubali, and it should be like that, are more for the story as in whole.
Okay.
Of course, they love Bahubali, they love Ballal Deva, they love Katappa, they love Sivagami and all that.
True.
But I think they are fans of the franchise itself.
Right.
Itself.
That world that you've created.
Yes.
Right.
So I think they will be happy when it continues. When we start giving them more and more stories about it.
Right.
When we start giving them, let them see more into that world and experience it more, I think they will be happy.
So you all recently wrapped a schedule of Bahubali Part 2, which you all shot in Kerala. I'm told now the film is roughly 30% done. Is that fair? I'm just reading the fan blogs and the posts.
It'll be a little more. It'll be about close to 50% now with this.
No, 35 to 40% was already shot when we started, along with the first part itself.
Okay.
After we started in December and Jan schedules, we finished another 10% maybe.
Okay. Okay. So how much more are you going to be able to make a 2016 date?
If everything falls into place, even late 2016 might be possible. Otherwise, very early 2017.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to watching the next part. Cannot wait.
Thank you, Rajeev. Thank you very much.